All right, you ready?
Yep.
Welcome to Rage You Nerds. I'm Mr. Cack. That's Jared, my brother. I pointed the wrong way. Who cares? I don't know how cameras work and mirrors and stuff. Magnets, what are those even?
Water, fire, air, and dirt. How do they work?
We are watching something that's very relevant. That's right. This week in theaters, Transformers Rise of the Beast happens to be coming out. And you might be thinking, Mr. Cack, are you about to watch and show us never before seen footage of Transformers Rise of the Beast? No! We are going to watch the first episode of Beast Wars Transformers. That's right, a cartoon that came out in my childhood, and I guess technically Jared's childhood, so we hope that you enjoy. We're going to give our reaction and talk through it. We just encourage you to check out all these old cartoons. We love them. We're letting you into a little bit of our childhood. We welcome you into this, and we hope that if you have any interest out there, are there any series that you would like us to watch an episode of? Is there an episode out there of any of these series that you'd like? Because we're going to keep parsing through the 1980s and 90s cartoon treasure trove that we have at our disposal. All right, Jared, are you ready? Did you ever watch Beast Wars?
I did, but I don't remember it very much.
Well, it's going to look like maybe they didn't have a very big purse on the budget of this. But you have to realize that before the era of high definition, and I'm not talking to you, Jared, I'm talking to young people that maybe stumble upon this. Before high definition was a thing, these graphics on a standard tube television blew my mind as a child. Top
notch.
I know, man. It's gonna look, suspend your reality and go back to 1990 something is all I'm asking. Please don't be harsh on poor Transformers Beast Wars. All right, here we go.
Hello, check 1, 2. We're watching Beast Wars Transformers Season 1, Episode 1. Full episode animation. Transformers Official. Like, comment, subscribe. Smash the dinghy.
And away.
You know, in hindsight, these really don't look incredibly bad.
They're not bad, but I mean, at the time, they were... I was like, cartoon could be three-dimensional?
Yeah.
And man, they had some cool toys from... I mean, all this is... Hasbro, a toy company, was like, hey, our toys could be made into cartoons that kids will eat up, and we don't even really have to care about the plot.
Yeah.
First generation Transformers back in the 80s, the plots are atrocious. It's 22 minutes of just nonsense and flashing lights.
Yeah.
This is an era where people were trying a little bit more with plot.
Wormhole. Gotta love the music too. Sort of. There's always a hull breach in Sector 7.
I just like how they were in Cybertron, they're in Cybertron when this war started, and yet they still come out with like Jersey accents and, and personalities. Hey, we're flying here!
Hey, watch out!
And of course, he will become a rat later on, as the beloved Rat Trap. This, in the transition to, like, the late 90s, and it might have been the start of 2000, this had a sequel series called, oh god, what was it? It was like Transformers, Beast Wars, War on Cybertron or something. Either way, the graphics got cleaner, and it continued the story of these animal hybrid abominations, but then put them back on a very metallic world. It was super interesting.
Don't remember that one.
They used almost all the same voice actors, a lot of carryover things that are referenced to from this series, and it was again, it blew my mind. But I was a dumb kid. But as a dumb kid, it blew my mind.
Take that.
I feel like maybe physics might be at fault with how everything's transpiring right now. But again, I'm stupid. I don't know.
Well, I get the whole entering the atmosphere part right. They, big fireballs.
Well, they're coming to prehistoric Earth, right? Like that's the whole gist of this.
Yes.
Granted, some of the animals they scan, I think maybe don't all align in the same era of time frames. But I don't think cheetahs
Yeah.
in the form that we know them as, were necessarily running around with Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
No, they weren't exactly besties.
No. But this, I forget.
Believe me, you don't want to know.
I forget what their ship is called. But this whole notion that Autobots were on Earth long, long ago has been something that's been repeated in a lot of continuities.
Navigation. Is this the right planet?
Navigation! No breathing!
I was just about to start singing. Guys, way too excited.
I do appreciate that they actually went out of their way to try to justify that, hey, we're not just robot animals. It's for a reason.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The Predacons got their stuff from DNA. Okay.
Yeah.
And some insects for the full effect.
Hey, what's that big gold thing there, monkey? I don't know his name. There's the cheetahs.
The strongest forms, a rat.
Yeah.
Scanning and replication of local life forms complete. You may emerge.
Hey, look at me. I'm a cheetah.
Do you know what a cheetah is? They just got there.
I'm
Cheetor.
Interesting.
Interesting? Optimus, the one
Wow.
spot on smooth. It's a crime.
Bit tacky. You never had taste, did you, kid? Now this is what class is all about. Call me Rat Trap.
Oh yeah? How's about I cut Mises to pieces?
Ease back, Cheetor. Living
Rhinox.
like me. Rhinox.
Yeah, and just consider yourself lucky I didn't get rough on you.
I like how they all have name puns, and then the leader's like, I'm Optimus Primal, you jackasses.
Yeah.
The long-term effects of the energon fields out there. We may need energon for power, but this is too much of a good thing. Our robot forms will start to short out after a few minutes exposure. This is one unusual planet. Whatever it is.
What is it?
Whenever.
Oh, whenever. There you go. Planting the seeds.
Yeah.
Planting the seeds.
Megatron's warp signature. We could be any place, anytime.
Yes. And our
Bet you didn't remember this was very Doctor Who-y, did you, Jared?
Yeah. No, I sure didn't.
from the energon field.
We could be anywhere or
means Megatron
anytime.
is outnumbered.
That's when the doctor would show up. Be like, hello. Oh, yes, sorry to bother.
Do I get to become a robot as well?
You're emitting an awfully weird electronic signature for a cheetah.
Megatron, you failed. Not only did you fail to destroy the Maximals when you had the chance, you failed to bring us to the right planet. We stole the golden disc for nothing. You idiot.
L. Ron Hubbard would be so excited.
Yeah.
Beg your pardon. What did you call me?
You heard. You are an idiot and an incompetent
Ooh, dang.
leader, and I am taking over.
Is that John Kasser that's doing his voice, the voice of the Crypt Keeper?
Oh, God, is it?
I challenge you to battle, Megatron.
I just like how Megatron is still just Megatron,
Yeah.
Loser shall be destroyed.
and this guy has a very...
So impulsive.
Also, to Megatron's credit, he has to deal with every time his second in command, Starscream,
Yeah.
Dinobot, like all the time, just someone nipping at his heels. Does Optimus have to put up with this bull crap?
Isn't that right? Scorponok.
From the trailers of the live-action adaptation, there's a bunch of Scorponocks that are going to be out in Rise of the Beast.
What does it matter which planet we're on? We
Again, the toy series for this line was
Yeah.
incredible. There was I forget how and why it happens, but Megatron's Dino form eventually has an upgrade mode where he's a two-headed dragon.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, it looks badass. Got Waspinator, and I forget all the rest of their names.
Commercial.
Yeah. Hey kids, are you eating cereal? Here's sugar. Tell your parents.
All this for a golden disc.
All this to save the souls locked in the volcano that Elrod Hubbard prophesized.
That's why Megatron stole
That's right, we have to stop Zardu.
We were supposed to
You know, I think in my headcanon, I just want to believe this is a prequel to Scientology.
To Scientology.
that the groundwork was laid and Hasbro's just like a front for Scientologist propaganda.
They'll start it again. We can't let that happen. Besides,
Can I ask an inappropriate question?
Sure.
we are.
So they're perfect copies of animals, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, call me picky.
So are they perfect copies
Well,
of
no,
animals?
okay. They're supposed to be perfect copies of animals.
Think he's got a big gorilla wiener?
Probably so.
Check it.
That's just curious.
And cheetahs are actually, of the cat family, probably
You chose a good form.
some of the most docile of the cats.
Seen the golden rocket. Check this.
Golden Rocket.
That's, yeah.
That's a sexual.
I made a movie called Golden Rocket once.
Also, could very well be a Scientology reference.
Could be. We're going to see Xandu, boys. On to the Golden Rocket you go, but first, I need $5,000.
Time for this.
Cheeto, I just hit my left tit. I need you back here, buddy.
Energon fields mess up the comlinks. Anything over 100 meters, they ain't worth scrap.
Well, that's just prime.
Ha 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 ha.
First day in the job or what?
Shut
Hey.
up, Rat Trap.
Yes, sir. You know, I feel just heaps better knowing that our lives are in your capable hands. We're all gonna die.
But what do I know, Optimus? I just eat shit.
What's shaking, cats? What? Is it my breath? Hey, wait!
We don't talk.
Why don't the cheetahs talk to me?
Hey, cheetahs, watch as I transform into a bipedal monstrosity. Waspinator.
It's just a big bug.
Something's odd. That cheetah can talk.
It's no natural life form.
Oh.
And if we're talking unnatural life forms, then we gotta be talking about just one
Godzilla.
thing.
No.
Robots in disguise.
We gotta be talking about one thing.
Eyes.
Elrod Hubbard promised that.
Time for this cat to pound.
Also, are part of his guts the design of that gun?
It kind of looks like
Did you
it.
see that?
Yeah.
Waspinator.
Help! Help!
My voice actor watched too much The Fly.
Oh.
Hey, Rat, do you think something's up over
What is
there?
this? What's? Yeah, that's
That's his
definitely a
guts.
stomach and some intestines.
Gross. I never noticed that as a kid.
Run
Oh.
faster.
Also,
Cheetah?
I did not like Cheetor's design.
No, not a fan. Look how they like. It's hard to picture a gorilla riding anything, so it's really hard to do to anime.
Well, you know, Donkey Kong Country basically ripped this off not too long after.
Yeah. Brace for impact. Oh,
Silly me.
that's right. It's a
Oh.
rhinoceros.
Also, we're big metal robots.
Yeah. Oh no!
we
A rock.
probably each weigh 1,000 tons.
Uh-oh, he's out of poop.
He's out of he's out of body fluid or something.
He's out of body fluid. No more shots.
I would not count on I believe that you are soon to have, how shall I put it,
Dead.
difficult.
His tail's about to become like a weird, like, turbine helicopter blade thing.
We don't have to do this, Megatron. There has
His transformation was weird as a toy too,
Yeah.
because like his head and his tail become go to the side and come out, like his arms come out from those areas.
They never
I think-
could replicate the toys like they did on film. Because I remember having several of them. I was like, that's not how it looks in the cartoon.
No.
His head doesn't go into his butt.
Peaceful may in fact be merely biding its time.
God, they talk too much to each other. Just
Yeah.
start shooting.
Finally!
Finally.
Predacons have never abandoned our rightful goal of galactic conquest. No, we have merely been waiting for the right moment to strike.
You mean like this?
Ouch!
Cheetor, that wasn't nice.
This underhanded sneak attack. Oh, I like you, pussycat.
I like you, pussycat.
But it shall avail you not.
I shall make you my bride.
Cast. Predacons, terrorize.
See, watch, his head and his tail are gonna do a weird thing.
Tarantulas! Terrorize!
I don't like that name.
Yeah.
Or that laugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maximize.
Scorponok! Terrorize! Red Trap! Maximize!
Like it messes up and he just
Yeah.
goes back to a rat. Oh, that would get annoying real quick.
Yeah.
Megatron, terrorize.
Yeah, see, his tail and his head are his hands.
Yeah.
Optimus, maximize.
And probably the weakest of all transformations. He barely did anything.
Yeah.
His legs turned around.
Now, obliterate them.
Optimus is just like,
Uh-huh.
before we start this battle, have I talked to you about our Lord and Savior? No? Okay, I guess we're gonna fight.
Oh, we're fighting. Generally, rockets don't make that sound.
I used to
But
have yeah.
Uh-oh.
There used to be a video game that I would play on our dad's work computer after
Uh-huh.
school. That was based on all this bull crap.
That's an order, Red Trap.
I forget what you were doing, but you were like you could be one of the characters, and you were like, were you just going through platforms? I don't remember. It was pretty cool.
I'm just amazed you got it to work on that computer. I remember that computer.
Back in the day, computers didn't require a lot, Jared.
Oh, that's true.
He also had like a flight simulator on that computer.
Oh, yeah.
With like a little joystick.
Yeah.
I'd play, there was like an airplane or helicopter game, I can't remember what vehicle it was, but I'd play that every now and then too. He had pinball. Pinball
Yes.
was always the go-to.
Do not let them escape.
I'll give Michael
Right.
Bay one bit of credit. I'll give Michael Bay this one bit of credit. His Transformers actually managed to kill each other.
Yeah.
These cartoons, man, they have stormtrooper aim.
I started to say it's about like a bunch of stormtroopers shooting at each other. Return to base. Oh, you can't stay in the form too long.
Oh,
You get zapped.
I have
Oh.
robotic cancer.
Energon field builder. Convert back to beast mode.
No. Then he still falls over and passes out.
I just like how there's pods of other Transformers out there,
Yeah.
and like part of like the plot throughout these next, like, I think it's 2 seasons, or they just come across one. It's like, all right, you're now a Predacon, or we opened you first. You're now a Maximal.
I will not give an order I would
Your nostrils are just superficial.
Giving you better cover fire. You were not.
Come on, what are you shorting about? We got out of there alive, didn't we?
But in
This
your
time.
It'll take time for our beast forms to effect internal repairs.
Yeah, well, better you than me.
What? You also took damage, Rat
Yeah.
Trap.
I think we gave him the fade, Optimus.
Keep your sensors on full. According to the Golden Disc theft reports, there were 6 Predacons. One of them was missing from the battle.
Yeah, well, maybe he was destroyed in the crash.
That kind of
Yeah, you know, way.
getting much of lately.
Maybe they got to an internal debacle amongst themselves. Surprise, assholes!
Should we blast them?
Keep that option open. But
First, I want to see if he'll go on a date with me.
Keep that option open. First, I must ask him about his Lord and Savior.
Hey, friend, would you like to donate $80 to find a higher meaning in life?
This guy's got bearings of chrome steel.
Ah, I just made a balls joke! Hell yeah!
Optimus Primal to a one-on-one battle. The winner shall lead the Maximals, and the loser shall
Be a raptor!
The winners shall lead, and the losers shall not. Dun, dun,
I like,
dun, dun, dun,
I like the action
Yeah.
sounds. Okay, so that was the coolest thing that ever happened in whatever year this was. You know, like I can't stress that enough. It was so. Do they have on here like when this actually was?
I want to say it's probably later 90s or like mid to late 90s. Just based on the animation, I don't think they really did too much of that kind of animation in the early 90s.
1996.
Cool. All right, I'll take that as mid 90s.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would classify that as mid 90s as well. What did it eventually go on to be? Because it did become something. Beast Machines? Yeah, Beast Machines. Beast Machines was like the sequel series to it all, and it got really weird in that. And the designs, I don't know if you remember that at all. The
I don't remember
designs
that one.
got the super trippy.
1996 and 97, I had moved on into my wrestling phase.
So here's what Beast Machines ended up looking like.
Oh boy. Beast Machines, Beast Machines. Dun, 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 dun.
That right there.
Does that gorilla have some brass knuckles? Glass knuckles. Which would
Yeah,
not
so
be.
so the whole thing about this was where they in Beast Wars they came and they became, you know, they went from the robot form to taking on an organic outer shell.
Yeah.
This whole thing, they wake up in a world where all organics is seemingly snuffed out and everything is inorganic.
Oh.
And the villains are all just straight up robots. Megatron, spoiler alert, just straight up robot. But these creatures still have the partial organic selves with them that carry over from the Beast Wars. But as you can see, it's all been kind of slightly altered for, they make up some crap in the beginning to clarify it. And that was, what year? I mean, I can't remember.
97 or 98 probably. Well, no, how long did they do seasons? So this might have been a little
So
later.
this was 99 to 2000.
Okay.
It was a 26 episode cartoon that aired. Oh, it was only one season. That's sad. Beast Wars was fun. So Beast Wars was what? Probably a good 3 years then? 96 to 99. Yeah, so it was an immediate follow-up to it. I mean, I thought the artwork was beautiful on it, but apparently people didn't enjoy it nearly as much as I did, and that's fine too. That's fine too. It probably didn't do very well as a toy line because it was all kind of janky looking.
Yeah.
But what'd you think? What'd you think of rewatching Beast Wars after?
It's kind of a blast of the past. The animation reminds me of VeggieTales, kind of.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And it also, though, there was a when Grant was a baby, when my grandma was still alive, she loved her eBay, right? And so she would like, there's a horrible, well, there used to be, there may not be as much anymore. eBay's, you own a shop, you can sell stuff on eBay now. Back in the day, it wasn't always like that. It was personal sellers. And a lot of times if you did it as a business, you weren't really necessarily allowed. Anyways, well, she would go on there and find things like the Lion King, but it wasn't the Lion King. It was like the Lion Cub. And, and I remember a few of these. I remember a few videos that were with this type of animation. And Grant got a kick out of it. He didn't care. And, she bought these things for like, pennies sometimes. And, but yeah, that's kind of what it gave me, Veggie Tales and then aftermarket offshoots of famous videos.
Man, I love Transformers. I hate that YouTube has all the I hate that my personal copy of this video has all the comments turned off, so I can't read what other people think about it. But you tell us what you think of Beast Wars. Also, go watch Rise of the Beast. I don't know, we're not getting any money for this. We just thought it'd be thematic to drop this episode during the same week that the Beast Wars equivalent live action was out. But we love Transformers. We hope you do too. Leave some comments down below letting us know what you thought of the episode yourself. And like the video, subscribe to the channel, and stay up to date with all of our nerdy, geeky content. This has been Raid You Nerds. That's been Jared. I've been Keck. Adios!